Good morning, students. Yesterday I told you we are going to start with the second chapter, that is the final account. Clear, student? You have already studied in the 11th standard final accounts. So same way you have seen the trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. And other two accounts we have studied in the first chapter, that is P&L appropriation and partners capital account and partners current account. Let us start revision for that first. Okay, here it is a trading account, trading for the year ending so and so. We know trading account is related with the purchase and sales item. Trading means, as you know, student, it is a Vyapar. Vyapar means you have to write all the expense related with the production. Means you have to write the production expense here and purchase and sales. Let us see the items, students. You have to mug up this, and if you will able to understand, you can learn easily. See, first here they have started with the opening stock. All the items related with the stocks are going to be written on the trading account. Second item here is purchase. After that you have to deduct a purchase return. Then you have to deduct outwards of goods. Outwards of goods means the goods goes out other than sales. Any reasons when the goods goes out other than sales, that is goods given for the charity, goods withdrawn for the personal use, goods burned by fire, goods stolen away, etc. This all are going to be deducted from the purchase. Again I am repeating, student, from the purchase you have to deduct purchase return, and then you have to deduct other type of outward goods like charity, goods given for charity, goods withdrawn for personal use, etc. After that you are going to show here all the purchase expense. Purchase expense like wages. Clear, student? Purchase expense like wages, carriage inward, railway freight, octroi. This all are related with the when the goods comes in. This all are the expenses related, production expenses. Octroi, import duty, transportation charge, the port charge, demurrage, wharfage, the production expense like production wages, royalty, any factory expense like rent, taxes, electricity, fuel and coal. If in the bracket of the rent, or if in any expense bracket, if it is written that it is a factory expense, then you have to show in the trading account. Rest, consumable stores like oil and grease, you are going to write here oil and grease, students. The next is the factory depreciation. If for the fixed asset, if in the bracket it is written that it is related with factory, then that depreciation you have to show in the trading account. If in the bracket of the fixed asset it is written that it is a factory, then you have to show that depreciation in the trading account, otherwise you have to write in the P&L account. Next, plant and machinery depreciation you have to show here, and last you have to find the profit and loss. Clear? You have to find profit and loss. From this you will get a gross profit. If the balance comes on the credit side, you will get a gross loss. On the credit side, it is a sales less sales return, sales of scrap, closing stock, and this is a gross loss. Clear? So this is what a trading account is. You just revise this trading account. Now the next account here is a profit and loss account. Students, in the profit and loss account, here is the specimen. You can see here the expenses like if the gross loss is there, you are going to write on the debit side. If the balance of gross profit is there, you are going to show on the credit side. Now see which type of expense comes in the profit and loss. Debit side is the expense side, credit side is the income side, students. So debit side you are going to show administrative expense, selling and distributive expense, financial expense and the other expenses. Now what comes under the administrative expense, students? Just see, to run the administration, like you have to pay salary, rent, taxes, see trading expense, salary allowance, bonus, anything paid to the employees will be included in the administrative expense. Rent, insurance premium, taxes, postage, printing and stationery, legal charge, audit fees, electricity expense, contribution to provident fund. All these expenses are written under the administrative expense. Next is a sales distribution expense. Now that is carriage outwards, salesman's salary, advertisement expense, discount allowed, discount received, expense of showroom, go down expense and packing expense. This type of expense are related with sales distribution expense. Now you can see the next expenses and financial expense, like all the interest you paid on interest on partners loan, interest on bank overdraft, interest on borrowed loan, bank charges commission, manager commission are you are going to show under this head. Next is to other expenses and loss, donation expense like asset depreciation you have to write. Now this format you learn only TAT, that is a bad debt of trial balance plus adjustment plus bad debt reserve of adjustment and minus bad debt reserve of trial balance. So this is TAT student, TAAT. Then all the losses also you are going to show on the profit and loss debit side. Provision for expenses and loss also you are going to show here. Clear student? And then this side, debit side, you will get net profit. If the balance is more on the credit side, you will get a net profit. Just see the next item on the credit side. Now this is all income. Discount received, rent received, commission received, brokerage received, consignment commission received, interest on investment, interest on loan land, bad debt return, profit on sale of asset, sale of old newspaper, income from the scrap and sundry income. Any type of income you have to going to write on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Student, we have seen trading account and we have also seen profit and loss account. We have already done this in the 11th standard. Still we are doing a short revision for that. Now the last account here is a balance sheet, student. So how to what items are going to come in the balance sheet? Just see here, this is a specimen of balance sheet on page number 40. See here, first you are going to show the fixed capital balance which you will get from the partners capital account, and current balance you will get from the partners current account. So you are going to show your fixed capital balance, current capital balance. You are going to write all the reserves under the reserve head, general reserve, capital reserve, other reserve. After that non-current liabilities will come. So that are the loan from bank, loan from financial institute, loan from friends, partners loans are all you are going to show here. After that current liabilities means short term liabilities. Under short term liabilities comes bank overdraft, sundry creditors, bills payable, expense outstanding, income received in advance, taxation provision, provident fund, interest outstanding on partners loan. You are going to write here in the current liabilities. Now students, see here, this is an asset side. In the asset side you have to write a non-current asset, means long term asset, and the assets can be a tangible and intangible. You know what is intangible assets? The assets which we cannot touch. Clear? And see, that is an intangible. Now tangible assets comes as a land, building which you can see, which you can touch, leasehold properties, vehicle, machines, furniture and fittings. And intangible assets are patent, trademark, copyright, goodwill. These are the intangible assets. Now we have to see investments. So investment means, you know students, when you invest money other than your business in any way, in the bank security or under provident fund, so includes under a investment. Investment in government securities, investment of provident fund. Next is an other non-current assets. In that you can write a deferred revenue expense. After that you are going to see there are the current assets. Current assets you have to write closing stock, sundry debtors, cash balance, bank balance, income dues, land dues, bills receivable and prepaid expense. Students, all these three accounts are there in your textbook. So you just refer this in your textbook. Clear students? And next time we are going to see the adjustment entry. Clear? In the next video we are going to see adjustment entries and their effect in the annual account.